What? What is up, fam? And welcome to our Monday night live Q&A. And today I'm changing it up today. I'm trying a different time. So I want you guys to comment below and let me know what time works good for you guys on Mondays. Does it work better in the later afternoon, more like a 6 p.m., more midday? So make sure you guys, if you're tuning in this now, comment below. But today I want to address something that I feel is very important, and we're going to be talking about gut health. And I want to talk to you about, I just got basically off of a call with one of my clients, and she told me this. She said, Elizabeth, in the past, I've tried every diet out there. So she had severe gas, bloating, digestive issues, and I was the same way, guys. When I had all of my digestive issues, you would cut out all the food. You would go to a doctor and you would cut out, your dairy, gluten. They would give you this whole FODMAP, low FODMAP diet, and you would feel okay momentarily. But as soon as you got back off that list, going back to the foods that your body, I guess, that triggered them in the beginning, you would get those digestive issues right back. And it's because you truly did not heal your gut. And that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about today, is how to truly heal your gut. Because for over 8 years, I had digestive issues. If you guys haven't seen my story, I had severe SIBO, H. pylori, I had parasites, I had candida, all of these digestive issues. And I got to the point where I was only able to have around 3 foods without having a severe reaction. And I went to so many different doctors. They all had me drinking tons of Miralax, Dulcolax. I had over 100 colonics. And just no matter what, I struggled to even go to the bathroom still. I had severe distension, gas pains, and a lot of my clients have the same issues when they come to me. They've been to every doctor. They've tried every diet. They've had every test done. Yet, no matter what, they still struggle with digestive issues. And the whole problem is when you cut out food from your diet and you follow these foods. So say you go to a doctor, you have digestive issues. For me, I had a lot of digestive issues. I went to a GI doctor. Like I said, they gave me this list of food to follow. I cut things out. But as soon as I added something back in, I would get triggered. It's because you underlying have to figure out what that cause is and truly heal the gut. And this is what I do. This is what I did for myself. That's what we're going to go over today. And that's what I do for my clients. And I'm going to use the example of one of my clients. So for example, guys, a lot of people come to me with a lot of issues. It could be we've been a C-section. We could have acid reflux. We have no gallbladder. We be in menopause. We have thyroid issues. All of these things, all of them, even as simple as having a high sugar diet with high refined carbohydrates. These cause holes in that intestinal lining, the leaky gut. Think of it as your tight junctions. You have your intestinal lining and it's sealed, okay? But every time we do antibiotics, we do a ton of sugars, refined carbohydrates, these things cause little gaps in our tight junctions, causing indigested proteins to seep through those linings, which cause an inflammatory reaction, and they trigger. And that's when you get the sensitivities. That's when you get the bloating, the inflammation. So with all of my clients, we start off with a consult call. And what I look at is these underlying factors. I ask my clients things like, were we a C-section? Do we have the gallbladder? Were we on birth control? Because that depletes our zinc and other minerals in our body. And if we're not supplying our body with everything it needs, you may not be absorbing and assimilating your nutrients to get that health back. I look at, if we were on courses of antibiotics, did we have a lot of, I would say, did we have a lot of more sicknesses and be on a lot of courses of antibiotics growing up? Like for me, I had a lot of respiratory issues. I had eczema. So I had, rosacea all over my cheeks. All of that was linked to my gut. So I break it down with my clients and we figure out, okay, from when we were born to where we are now, what have we gone through and what not damage has been done to our gut, but what are our missing links where we have to fill in the gaps? So for example, if we've been on a lot of courses of antibiotics and we're having, 24/7 bloating, even when we wake up before we even have food or water, and we've had courses of antibiotics, we've had yeast infections, all that, we may have a case of SIBO here. That case, we do testing and we change up the diet to get the inflammation down. I have a special way of doing this with my clients because you could be adding in all of these vegetables and probiotics, but if you're doing it too soon and there's a case of SIBO, all those probiotics could actually exacerbate the issue and make it worse. It's almost like putting fire on a flame. So for me, I couldn't even do probiotics in the beginning because I was so sensitive. Those would cause a reaction for me. So I have a weird way of setting this up with my clients where we break it down into steps like this. Number one, we figure out what the underlying cause of our digestive issues is, of our hormone imbalances. If you're not losing weight, if you've been on high refined diet, the C-section, you have acid reflux, a lot of medications, you're taking NSAIDs, all of these cause the tight junctions to leak, the indigested proteins to go into the gut, the inflammation, the gas, the bloating. So we figure out what the root cause is and if we need to do more testing so that we can bridge the gaps through diet, lifestyle, and supplements. You could be doing everything right with your diet, but if we're not getting in sleep, we're high stress, our hormones not on track, those things are so huge and they're the foundation for your health. I told someone the other day, I'm like, if we can't get our sleep on point, I can't work together because between the hours, guys, of 9 p.m. and 3 p.m., your whole circadian clock with your gut, your microbiome, all of that is healing, it's recovering. If you're eating food during that time, you're throwing off the process. If you're snacking all the time, that's throwing off your migrating motor complex. So step one is we discuss on that consult call, we figure out if we need more testing, what the underlying cause is, and what we need to do to bridge those gaps. Because it's not about just low FODMAP, or we're not going to the bathroom, take Miralax, or we have acid reflux, so let's get on an acid blocker, which will do the opposite, guys, and actually will cause more SIBO issues getting on those acid blockers, because the problem isn't having too much stomach acid, it's not having enough. So that actually makes the symptom worse and causes more of an issue, okay? And then we bridge the gaps with lifestyle, like different things like not snacking for the migrating motor complex. And it's crazy the transformations I see with my clients in a matter of just 1 to 2 weeks. Dropping pounds of inflammation. I had a client who had 12 inches of her colon, titanium, drinking tons of Miralax to go to the bathroom, had no gallbladder. The doctor says you're going to have severe pain in your stomach the rest of your life. You're barely going to have any bowel movements. And that's just how it's going to be. And she came to me and she's like, I don't know what to do. I've been everywhere. I've had every test done. And that's a majority of my clients. I'm like, they're kind of like, I've been everywhere. I've done every test. I've been to every doctor, but I don't know where to go. And that's when you come to me, because I've been there, I've gone through it, and there's different things we need to look at to bridge the gaps. The diet is not going to fix it. Taking a pill isn't going to fix it. All of these things, you could do too much. You can do too much fasting for my females out there. You can do too much cardio, which increases our cortisol levels. Too much fasting increases cortisol levels. So if you're not eating enough, you're fasting, doing tons of cardio, trying to lose weight, and you have digestive issues, it all throws it off. So if you guys are following me on my Instagram, my YouTube, wherever you're at, for my gut health or for weight loss, whatever it is, this is for you. This is what I mean. If you're trying to lose weight, if you're trying to optimize your health, build muscle, lose fat, get your digestion feeling better, the first step in that is not aiming for fat loss. It's about taking a step back, figuring out when you started not feeling good, figuring out these little things that could have led to it, which I really believe that everything's linked to the gut, which is my specialty. And that's what I like to. And when I put a focus on healing the gut with the client, everything comes together. The anxiety starts going away. The eczema and rosacea and psoriasis starts clearing up, because your face is the mirror of your gut, the gut brain, everything, your brain with anxiety, the gut. So people, it's crazy. I see people that like my clients are being on statins their whole life and changing through diet and lifestyle changes, even then being on statins their whole life, never been able to get their total under like 200. We get everything down. And I've had people with rosacea, psoriasis, all that clear up within a month. It's about truly figuring out what the underlying root cause is, but healing the gut. And once we heal that gut, you start adding these foods back in that you may have been sensitive to. And it's crazy because you don't have a reaction, or the reaction isn't what it used to be. It's something very minimal. And you're like, oh, wow. In the past, I could have had that grain, or even though grains aren't the best for our gut, I'm just saying, once in a while we eat out. I feel balance is key to everything. But if we have to eat out and we do things like that, things that could have caused you an issue in the past, now aren't causing you issues because you've taken the time to get the inflammation down, to bridge the gaps through lifestyle changes like I talked about, supporting the gallbladder, supporting our acid levels, supporting not doing probiotics if you are SIBO, figuring out what the underlying cause is and getting rid of and eradicating that. So it really comes down to when we figure out what's going on with the gut and where it all started. When we start healing that gut, you're able to absorb, assimilate your nutrients, and you start feeling better. And that is the key when it really comes down to it, guys. If you're running low on blood tests and you're not absorbing and assimilating your nutrients, and your diet is high in refined carbs and processed sugar, and you're snacking all the time, all of these throw off your insulin levels. They don't allow glucagon to turn on when you're snacking all the time, which is our fat burner. And then if we're snacking all the time, it doesn't allow the MMC, the migraine motor complex, to turn on. So I don't even like to focus with fat loss with my clients. We focus on gut health, and the fat loss comes so easy. We eat more, we weigh less, and it's just so incredible to see the transformations happen. And it's just, if you guys don't follow me on my Instagram, I talk about so many of my clients' wins, and it's just, I show the pictures and it's incredible. And for you guys struggling with digestive issues, I did create something for you guys. So I created my top 3 tips to get rid of bloating, and I'm going to put it right the first thing in the description when I hop off. And you can click it. It's a free download for all of you guys. Share it with a friend. Let them download it too. And I want to know if you guys find it helpful. So I created this. I worked so hard on it, and I hope you guys enjoy. I will put it again. It's my top 3 tips to get rid of bloating, to reduce it, to help reset that gut microbiome and get you feeling better again. And then if you guys need help, if you guys are stuck and you've been to every doctor and you don't know where to go, send me over an email. It's ElizabethAylorFitness@gmail.com. Again, I will put everything down below for you guys. Reach out to me. I would love to get on a consult call and help you feel your best self again. The gut is my specialty. And if you're new to following me, head over to my playlist. That is my SIBO playlist and my digestive playlist. And I talk about my story. And I've been through it all. I've done every diet. I've done elimination. I've been down to everything. I lost my period for over 7 years. I had the SIBO, H. pylori. I had ulcers in my stomach. And gosh, I even did fruitarian, guys, where I was just eating fruit. I was just in a bad place, and I didn't know what to do because everything I felt like would cause a reaction with my stomach. So I would just think, oh, it's the food, and I would cut it out, when so much of it is linked to our mind, our hormones, the way we're eating, if we're snacking all the time, the types of foods we're eating, if we're truly, truly absorbing and assimilating. And a lot of people in the beginning, with how not bad our diet is, but how our soil is depleted, the quality of our food, the things that we're eating that have all of these safflower oils and all these hidden ingredients in it, which I did a whole video titled 3 Hidden Ingredients That Can Cause Weight Gain. All of these things throw off your gut microbiome too. And if we have the leaks in our gut, and we have the leaks, and we're not doing the right thing to heal these leaks, when you add those foods back in, the holes are still going to be there. The indigested protein is going to seek out, and you're still going to have those reactions. But the problem is there's so many things out there saying, take this to heal your gut, take that. But what if the person's histamine sensitive? What if the person has SIBO? You don't want to do bone broth and probiotics in. That could exacerbate and make it worse. Some people can't do certain nightshades, or some people, they think it's nightshades causing the issue because they're getting the burping, but it's more H. pylori and something we need to eradicate and then support through different lifestyle and diet changes. Or it can completely be the gallbladder and your carbohydrates and where your fats and your proteins are and your macronutrients. So I like to bridge the gaps with all my clients with this. And that's why I say, guys, when it comes down to it, reaching your goals in terms of overall health and vitality, which is what we are aiming for here on Elizabeth Ayler Fitness, we're not trying to just lose weight or just get there. We are optimizing our health, healing within, so we're able to absorb, stimulate our nutrients, and feel our best self and live our best life. And that's what I truly believe in. That's what I go for now. I'm not trying to hit a certain goal or PR in the gym. I'm building my healthiest, best self, and it truly all starts in the gut. So don't just think, oh, low FODMAP or, oh, do this. You need something customized to you based off of your body, and you need help figuring out what that is. So if you've been trying to figure out for so long and you're stuck, reach out. I would love to help you. And if you guys check out my top tips below. And then one more thing I wanted to say, and then I'm answering Mark's question because I love it. One more thing I want to say is if you're not in my Facebook group, I'll also put that below. But I have a huge support system there. We're there every single day. We're doing different themes of the week. This week, our whole theme is SMART goals, teaching you guys how to create goals to reach, how to create the best goals to help you, how to create goals, but sustainable goals so you're able to reach everything. I'm taking you through, we have an accountability post of the week. So every week I kind of set like a task for everyone to do for the week to keep us accountable. We check in together. We post recipes. I go live there on Thursday too, more intimate. So if you're not in my Facebook group, you're missing out. I got tons there. I'll put the download below. And I want you guys, as you're watching this throughout the day, just to let me know what time is best for you guys Eastern. If you guys like more of the midday around 2:30 Eastern, or 5 Eastern, or more 6 o'clock Eastern, because whatever we get more votes for is where we're going to be going. And I just wanted to change it up today. But as you do know, I save all of these for you. I save them here. And if you do comment, let me know. And I check all my comments. But yesterday, I put up a new smoothie. So if you guys are looking for an incredible smoothie bowl, gut-friendly, delicious, replace your oatmeal in the morning with this, and it will help you sustain energy, no cravings, gut feel good, even SIBO. I make every recipe gut-friendly. So I hope you guys check it out, and I want to know what you think. And then Mark had a question. I want to answer it. So Mark says, what do you think of a dumbbell pullover on the bench as a chest workout? Love dumbbell pullovers. I actually love supersetting, almost like a plate pullover, Mark. So you can grab a plate, like a 10-pound plate, a big one that you would do Olympic lifting with, and you grab it between your hands. I'm going to use my phone as an example. The plate, you pinch the plate. So you're getting that squeeze. So you're activating your inner chest, the squeeze. And keep that squeeze and focus on the pull over, keeping that squeeze and that tension. Superset it with push-ups, close grip for your triceps, and you are going to feel the burn. Also, Mark, I have a push workout on my, but I'm going to do another one soon, incorporating more chest in there, and I'll do that for you as well. But I hope that was helpful, Mark. But I wanted to say thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure that you are dropping a comment below. Let me know if you guys check out the bloating. Let me know if you guys need help. Let me know if you struggle with any of these, because if you guys struggle with a lot of digestive issues and everything I talked about, I'll dive more into videos on this if that's something you guys would like. So I hope you have an amazing day. Thank you again for joining me. Let me know what time works for you. I will put the Facebook below. I will put my free guide below for bloating. And I hope you guys, and the coaching too. And I hope you guys have an amazing day. Love you. Mwah.